English for 8th standard student, part 2 of A Day in the Ashram. A Day in the Ashram, here C.F. Hand is the author of this lesson. He wrote whatever the experience he did in that Shantiniketana, who is called Gurudeva, etc. We have learned in the previous class. Is it not? Previous video we learned all this, how the choristers go around the ashram, how they were singing and all. Today I am going to continue the another part. After an interval, each boy takes his hasan and his square of carpet into the fields and sit down on it to meditate in his own place alone. Later on, before the school work begins, the boys all stand together in the shade of the trees and sing their hymn. After an interval, each boy takes his asan. Means takes their carpet, square carpet, chape. ನೋಡುತ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ, ಚಾಪೆ ತರ ಇರುವಂತ ಕಾರ್ಪೆಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಜಮಖಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು, ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರು ತಗೋತಾರೆ into the field. Why they were taking all those things? To sit in the ground. They were not having the benches like you to sit like that. They were natural reading, nature school. Shantiniketan is a nature school and they won't have the benches, desks, etc. like this we are having now in our classrooms. And sit in the field and they were doing meditation. They were doing meditation in his own place alone. Sitting alone in their places, they were doing meditation. Meditation means dhyanavana ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. Later on, before the school work begins, the boys all stand together in the shade of the trees and sing their hymn. After doing all the meditation and all the school work begins. The boys all stand together. They were standing in the shade of the tree. Shade of the tree means marada neradu. Shade of the tree means marada neradu and sing their hymn. Sing their hymn. Hymn means stuti. H-Y-M-N. Hymn. Stuti. Devara stutiyanna haadta idru. How you are in the assembly after the bell ring? You after the bell ring, how you will going to do in the assembly? You pray, sing the prayer. No, likewise, they also what they were doing. They also go and stand in the shade of the tree and they sing their morning hymn. Till about 10:30, the boy work of the school goes on. And we have no classroom. The boys sit with their teachers in the open air under the trees. Till about 10:30. 10:30 means 10:30 ಗಂಟೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ the work of the school goes on. Here also, in our school also, after the assembly, what we are doing? All the classes running like this. First period, what are the timetable? As per the timetable, the classes will run. Likewise, in the Shantiniketana also, after 10:30, the school goes on. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಶಾಲೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 10:30 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಯಥಾವತ್ತಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. We have no classroom. Here there is no classroom like that. They are nature classrooms. The boys sit with their teachers. They sit along with the teachers. Here also in the classroom a teacher will be there. No, likewise there also a teacher will be there and the boys were sitting with their teachers in the open air, not in the classroom. They were sitting in the open air under the trees. There were no classroom like that, so they were sitting under the tree to get protection by the sunlight. That is, there were so many sunlight were there, no? So to protect from the sunlight, they were sitting in the shade of the tree. There are no longer classes. A group of 8 or 10 boys are seated round the teachers. Now, in a classroom there were 40 children, 50 children were there, but there 10 to 12 members were a group of 8 to 10 students were sitting along with the teacher and asking their question. Whatever the question arises for them, they were asking with their teacher. Very few books were used. Nowadays you are having very weighted bags. You are having 30-40 books but on that day they were using only few books, not so many books. They were not having so many homework books, notebooks, like that. So there were only few books used there. A great part is carried on through conversation. Almost all, they were not having more writing work, reading work, other work. They were having more conversation work. What do you mean by conversation? Conversation means sambhashane. Conversation means sambhashane. Conversation. Conversation. Sambhashane. Sambhashane. Conversation means sambhashane. They were doing sambhashane. And through conversation they were doing the lessons. And the boys soon learned to open out all their difficulties to the teachers, and the teachers get keenly interested in boys' questions and answers. Here, the boys soon later learned to open out all their difficulties. Whatever the difficulties they were facing, they were telling with their teachers. They were discussing with their teachers, and the teachers were keenly means ತುಂಬಾ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ, keenly means ತುಂಬಾ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನೆವರ್ ಬಿ ಡನ್. ಈ ತರ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಆ ತರ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕೆಳಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಜೀವಂತಿಕೆಯ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಆಂಟಿಸ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. When the morning work is over, the boys bathe and go to their meal. When the morning work is over, after the morning, whatever the morning work is there, after closing their morning work, first the boys go for bed. Bed means snana. After they did their bed and they go to their meal. Meal means uta. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the classes begin again. Again the classes begin at afternoon, that is 2 o'clock. But at this time the work is chiefly with the hand as well as with the mind. There in the afternoon classes there were no classes, that is here only handwork is there. That means hands and mind. They want to use the hand and mind, that is ಕೈ ಕೆಲಸ ಮತ್ತು ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Handiwork is practiced and the boys' own natural taste are very soon discovered. Handiwork means ಕೈ ಕೆಲಸ. Handiwork means ಕೈ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಂತೆ. and the boys' own natural taste, ಅವರ ಅಭಿರುಚಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತೋ ಆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ whatever they are having their life, according to their life they were doing their work in the afternoon. Some prefer carpentry, others prefer mechanical work, others enjoy spinning and weaving, and others became skilled draftsmen or the painters, and others are musicians. Here, according to their taste, the student what they were doing means some were preferred to do carpentry work. Carpentry work means ಮರಗೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಕೆಲವರು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಯಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಯಂತ್ರವನ್ನ ಬಳಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೀವಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ಟೆ ನೇಯುವುದನ್ನ. ಮತ್ತೆ ದೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ಮನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇಂಟರ್ಸ್. ಬೈ ದಿಸ್, ಇದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳುಗಳು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವರ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಪೇಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಷಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಂಗೀತಗಾರರು. ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ their interest they were doing the work in the afternoon. Is it not, children? I think you are understanding what I am telling. There is very little book work in the afternoon and school is over at about 4 o'clock. And then there is a rush to get first into the great open field for the football. Our Shantiniketan boys are famous everywhere for their sports and games. There is very little book work in the afternoon. I already told that in the afternoon there were no book work. They were only mind and handworks in the afternoon. So the school is over. After the morning work, what the students were doing after 4 o'clock, then there is a rush. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಒಂದೇ ಸಾರಿ ಯಾರು ಮೊದಲು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ನೀವು how you are rushed to the after the school bell, how you rush to go for your home. Likewise here also what the students were doing, they rush outside in a great open field. ಈ ಓಪನ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಓಡೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? ಟು ಪ್ಲೇ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಪಿಇಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, you will go for the ground, very keen interest, no? Likewise the students were also go to the playground to play the football. Our Shantiniketan boys are very famous. They were very famous in all aspects, not only in the educational field. They were interested in all sports, other activities also. In the evening at the sunset, they return from the field and sit down once more for a short time to meditate in silence. In the evening, Sanjay kuda, after at the sunset means Suryasta, Surya ಮುಳುಗಿದ ನಂತರ, sunset, Suryasta. ಸೂರ್ಯಾಸ್ತದ ನಂತರ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು? They return from the field after playing and all. They come from there and they sit down once again to meditate in silence, not by chatting and all. They were sitting and do a silent meditation work. So I think till here you are all understood what I did in the Shantiniketan. That is a day in the ashram. What you want to do is, today you take down the textbook, you read the textbook, whatever I did till now. You take down the new words and what are the meanings I gave. You also write that. Pick 20 words, 20 new words and write down 5 times each. That is the homework today. Read the fast reading. Okay. Next I will continue the same in the part 3 video. Okay children. Thank you.